Miami Dolphin fans, how's it hanging? Mitchell Renz here from Chat Sports, and coming up here on today's show, we're going to be breaking down the latest coaching news and rumors circulating around Miami. I wouldn't be able to do today's show if it wasn't for our awesome sponsor, Manscaped. And if you're like, Mitch, honestly, man, I don't even know how it's hanging. I haven't been able to see it in a long time. It's probably because your bush is getting a little bit out of control. So go to manscaped.com, 20% off and free shipping on the best male grooming products out there. I love the Lawnmower 4.0, but I'm also going to tell you a little bit more about their new products that they just released. Just use code Dolphins at checkout. That way you guys can save 20% off and get free shipping. So the Dolphins, they went out and they hired 3 new coaches over the past, we'll say, 24 hours. And I'm just going to be breaking them all down for you here. Adam Schefter tweeted out, Miami is hiring former Dolphins legend Sam Madison as its cornerbacks / pass game specialist. Madison, a 4-time Pro Bowl selection with the Dolphins from 1997 to 05, spent the past 3 seasons coaching the Chiefs secondary and cornerbacks. When you use the word legend, you better be speaking highly. And yeah, Sam Madison is an absolute legend, Hall of Famer. 481 tackles, 103 pass breakups, 38 interceptions, and 10 forced fumbles. This is in a career of 173 games. Now, I know, anytime you talk about a legendary player returning to a team, fans get excited. But this should also bring a lot of excitement as well for the simple fact of, yes, he's been with Kansas City the last 3 years, which, to be honest with y'all, I like a lot. He has experience playing with a winning football team, and a lot of the corners that Kansas City has had, realistically, not that they weren't talented, but he really helped get a lot of those guys together. So this move I like a lot. But you guys probably don't care what I have to say, right? You're like, Mitch, what? Oh, I don't even care about you. Grade the hire of Sam Madison. Go down in the comments section, A, B, C, D, or F. Let me know what y'all are thinking. Grade the hire of Sam Madison. For me, man, I'm going to go ahead and give this an A grade. I think it's an absolute slam dunk. He's going to be able to come in here, and a lot of players right away are going to be able to go ahead and respect him. Not only has he done a good job the past 3 years, he's also done a really good job on the football field, which helps relate to some of the players. Now, the guys that he's going to be working very closely with are a lot of the dudes in the secondary. Xavier Howard, Byron Jones, 2 of the best corners in the National Football League. They get to work with him, which should excite a lot of people. Here's the thing, though. Can you get even more out of Nick Needham? I know he's a free agent. Will they bring him back? The number one guy that I want him to be able to work with is Noah Igbenogany, because if you draft somebody in the first round, 30th overall, and they've been as big a disaster as what he's been, then you got to go out. You got to try to figure, okay, how can we get the most out of Noah Igbenogany? If they decide to move on from him, then so be it. But you got a few other key players there in the secondary that if they can really rally together as a group, there's also some good cornerbacks out there on the free agent market that I'm going to be honest with you, if I was somebody like a J.C. Jackson, a Stephon Gilmore, they're probably not going to come here. But if I was a younger dude, yeah, I would love to be able to go out and work with somebody like Madison. Now, if you guys love the Dolphins, we are slowly creeping up to 21,000 subs. My goal, by the time I make a video on Sunday, yes, I am coming in on Sunday. Sunday is also my birthday, so I always tell y'all no days off, and I'm not going to take a day off either. So you guys are going to get a video on Sunday, but I want to try to get to 21,000 subs. We only need 143 more, so if you haven't yet, click that sub button. Let's go to the next tweet here. It's coming in from Tom Pelissero. The Dolphins have agreed to terms with Darrell Bevell as their quarterback / passing game coordinator. He'll help develop Tua Tagovailoa and work closely with new head coach Mike McDaniel and offensive coordinator Frank Smith. Now, Darrell Bevell should be actually I don't want to use household name because my mom would be like, I don't know who the hell that is. But if you follow football, you should recognize the name Darrell Bevell. He was the interim and OC for the Jags last season, interim head coach, OC for the Lions in 2020. He was also the OC for Detroit in 2019. Some more NFL coaching experience. OC for Seattle, OC for Minnesota, quarterbacks coach for Green Bay, and assistant quarterback coach also for Green Bay. Now, here's the one thing. Where he's been, I actually don't think he's done that good of a job. Now, sure, he's been with some bad football organizations, but he had opportunities early on to succeed. wasn't all that great. I'm also going to be breaking down some of where he coached in college, but before I do, Manscaped, y'all, they just released a brand new ultra premium collection, which you can get your hands on for 20% off if you use promo code Dolphins, where Manscaped.com. That link is available for y'all in the comments and in the description of this video. I know Manscaped is always taking care of your downstairs. Well, now they can take care of your entire body, actually from head to toe with the Ultra Premium Collection. Hop in the shower, use the shampoo, use the body wash. When you get out, spray yourself with their awesome cologne. And, I mean, come on, you need to use some deodorant. They got deodorant. If it's cold outside, if it's hot outside, I use chapstick all the time. That way, if I talk, you don't hear me go, yeah, you can get the Ultra Premium. That's my biggest pet peeve, when people talk like that or eat like that. You go use their chapstick. That way it doesn't happen to you. Their Ultra Premium Collection is at Manscaped.com. Just make sure you guys use code Dolphins to save 20% and get free shipping. Let's now talk about his college football coaching history. Wide receivers coach at UConn, grad assistant at Iowa State. And does anybody know where the hell this is? Because I had to do extra homework on where this college was, because I was like, I don't even know if it's a real place. So he was a pass game coordinator and quarterbacks coach in 1996 at Westmar University, which was, that's the key word, a private 4-year liberal arts college in Iowa that permanently closed November 21st, 1997. I'm not saying Bevel had anything to do with it. Maybe it's because their logo is terrible. If anybody, and I want you to be honest with me, has heard of Westmar University, I want you to type it down in the comments, and if you spell it right, I'll believe you. So we'll go ahead and rate the hire of Bevell. Scale it from 0 to 100. 0, man, you didn't like it at all. 100, you thought it was an absolute slam dunk of a hire. Go ahead, let me know what you're thinking about Darrell Bevell down in the comments. My grade is a 60, and I'm going to be a little bit more difficult on this, and I'm one of these guys that tries to be 100% with y'all. Bevell has failed almost every single place he's been to, and I'm going to stress this again. I get it. Jags, dumpster fire. Lions, dumpster fire. But even some of the old jobs that he had, he did not succeed for very long. Do I think he's overqualified to be in a position that he's in? Maybe. But at the end of the day, I am not very confident that he's the guy that you want trying to get the most out of Tua Tagovailoa, which is probably the way that we're going to be debating a lot about McDaniel. How we're going to be debating what Bevell is able to do. If Tua can make that jump in year 3, he was bad as a rookie, wasn't all that great as a sophomore, and when you're drafted number 5 overall, you need to make that leap, especially because Joe Burrow just played in a Super Bowl. Justin Herbert looks like one of the top young quarterbacks, and the fact that the Dolphins took Tua over Herbert, that's going to be a black eye for a long time. So here's the offensive team. Here's the offensive coaching staff that needs to get the most out of Tua. Mike McDaniel, I know he's not technically part of the offensive staff, but he's the guy calling plays, so I threw him on this list. Frank Smith, he's your offensive coordinator. He's got a lot of experience with offensive line and tight ends. Quarterback, pass game coordinator, Bevell. Running back associate is Eric Studesville. Wes Welker, another great tight end assistant head coach, is Jon Embree. Matt Applebaum is your offensive line coach, and then your offensive line assistant is Chandler Henley. But the Dolphins, they actually went ahead and they made another move. This one's from Ian Rappaport. The Dolphins have hired Tyrone McKenzie as their new outside linebackers coach. A former Patriots player and bright young coach, McKenzie has spent time coaching linebackers with the Titans, Lions, and Colts. So here's a little bit more about Tyrone McKenzie. He went to Riverview, Florida High School and played college football at South Florida. From what it sounds like, he was been trying to get back to the Florida area for a long time. Now he gets his new opportunity in Miami Gardens. An NFL player from 2009 to 2013. And again, you heard Rappaport say, the more research I've done, players and other coaches have said not only is he a well-respected offensive mind, but he also is able to connect with players. Some of his coaching history, this is, some people might not be able to find this because they don't dig the way I do. If you just go to Wikipedia or some source, they're not going to have him as an Indianapolis coach. So there's a fellowship program for minority coaches, which is what he was a part of for Indianapolis last season in 2021. He then was a linebackers coach for Detroit, linebackers coach for Tennessee, and an assistant special teams coach for the Rams in 2017. So what was your one-word reaction, y'all, when you found the news, and maybe this is the first time you're finding out? It's all good. That's what we're here for. Your one-word reaction to the Miami Dolphins hiring McKenzie as their outside linebackers coach, please go ahead and let me know. Mine's upside, because I'm looking up and I'm thinking, if you can get this guy to come in, connect with your players, the Dolphins linebackers led by Jerome Baker, they've done, a pretty good job. Landon Roberts has done here and there as well. But what I'm really concentrating on is Jaelan Phillips, because Jaelan Phillips showed me that he has the talent and overall athletic ability to be one of the best edge rushers, outside linebackers in the National Football League. And you bring in a guy like McKenzie that can not only help him as being a teacher, but also being able to say, you know what, man, I played in the NFL. I wasn't nearly as talented as you, but I can help you out in that regard. That's going to be his biggest assignment heading into this season.